Lots of talk that you played on the counter-attack today, Quique. I mean, is that something new you've just decided to do, just to really try and get some momentum back in your team?
No, I think we create the best opportunities in counter-attack. But it's not some intention since the beginning to play to counter-attack. We try to play in normal ways with different ways. Sometimes running, bringing the ball and run, and sometimes try to play better with the ball and try to pass on. But the first half we have problems because we concede very spaces in the sides, so we went really deep. We permit a lot of crosses in the first half. We defend well the crosses, but we didn't like because we have a couple of players, they are not jumping and for the pressure in a good timing. So that's why we concede a lot of matches in the first half. We were not happy with the first half. In the second half, I think we corrected a little bit. We won matches. It was different for Sheffield, just can play in direct, and for us to defend in direct was easier. But in general, I don't calculate too much how is the possession how is the common in possession during the match. I don't know. Sometimes it's a little bit unexpected. You try to play well, you move the players in the way to find the spaces, but how long you will take the ball is unpredictable. Against Arsenal we took a lot, against Sheffield less, against Wolverhampton a lot again. This means that probably at the moment we don't define some style, or we are not exactly the team we want, but we are on the road to try to find.
I think it's the first clean sheet.
Yeah.
What we go back to before you signed for about 20 matches.
Yeah.
When things aren't going so well, is that at least something to build on?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a good base to build something a little bit different, because finally I believe a lot in the idea that they don't concede goals, because it's the only way we can take confidence. If it's the only thing we can build something or to grow or something, we concede a lot. And it's a long time ago, I think this team in league, assuming both seasons, is a long time ago, February I think. This is not cliche, so I think it's necessary. It's necessary. If you want to grow, it's necessary, because it's the base for everything. If you feel safe, if you feel with securities about that, is the way you can take confidence. If not, it's always something like out of the control. This is not good for the players.
Okay, is that first half, is that not the intention then, to play with that five at the back, just so? Yeah,
the problem we have in the first half is it's not talking about the players and the names, but because it's not about against the players, it's just about to try to explain. Chalobah need to jump too much in the pressure and cleverly goes too deep also when he goes to the side. At the moment we concede this spice that we didn't jump, we go so deep and we lost meters and we concede the crosses really easy. We understand very well in the second half, and cleverly was more high, and Chalobah jumped much more, like a jump in the first half, and finally we won some meters, and finally it was better for us. But sometimes we are working 4 days for this system, but we believe before the match that this is the best system, because the system that Sheffield is a little bit uncomfortable for us for 4-4-2, because sometimes it's difficult to go to the sides, how to defend the sides. Unless when we lost the control a little bit in the first half, we defended well. With 5 defenders, unless we defended well the crosses sometimes. It's the first time I saw the team to defend well the crosses. So that's why I need to take the best part of every single match and try to say, okay guys, little by little, even not conceding goals, this kind of things is interesting for us.
Do you think you'll persevere with that 3-5 at the back? Because you did look more stable and structured with it.
You need to work. The systems is not the most important things. I think I thought that the most important thing is the players. But once you have the players, the systems can change, and the most important thing is how you read the systems. This is the most important thing. But we don't have too much time. We know that today, if we don't change for the shape, because we don't have amazing confidence in other shapes or in other structures, we don't have these memories around us this year. So we know that if we don't change, we're gonna suffer. On the way they play, we're going to suffer, and we need to change too much between the attack and defense with the system. So we decide some system that probably they need more time to understand, but this kind of system less permit to us to be a little bit safe in defense. So this is some way we can win the match.
Quique, there were some boos at the final whistle. What did you make of that? Was it a bit disappointing?
We know that the match would be tough because we saw Sheffield playing against Southampton or playing against Liverpool, and playing really well. I'm overconfident. And at the moment, this moment of the season, they are overconfident, and this is not our moment. We are in different more critical moment. But anyway, when we finished, I thought, okay, it's 0-0. We didn't concede goals. We can improve, of course, but the players that at least had the feeling that we didn't concede. We had the best chances in the match, because the chances we have with Gray, with Warwick, or with Dawson was very, very clear. In another moment of the season, probably with another spirit of more confidence, of course, it will go. But right now, we need to be patient with that.
Do you think Cavaselli and Prudel were very good?
Yeah. We know the players train every single week, so we know they are ready. And even this is a message not for Pro, not for Cavaselli, it's a message for every single member of the squad. They should be ready because they can play in some instant. They can go for the lineup for the first 11. So this is very important for the players. All of them should be ready because now it's time to use them, all of them.
You mentioned the chances you created, and obviously you got a clean sheet. Does what you've seen today give you the confidence that you can keep?
We need to take this part, because if not, it's not like we go in the middle of nowhere thinking what we don't know. We know exactly how we are working. We know how we work every single day. We know that if we want to improve, and we need to create securities around the players, we need to go for the clean sheet. It's these kind of things that is necessary for us. So these kind of things we need to take it strong and say, okay, we have to face the best. For example, with attempts, I'm sure that these kind of attempts, if the players they have more security, I'm sure they will take the good decisions in the last pass or in the last shoot. Right now, like a coach, you can do anything else. Just waiting, take the best decision. One of these kind of situations, when we don't concede goals and we take this kind of the situations, we will be talking about a different thing. It doesn't score in the last moment, but we need to live with this realistic situation.
So are you saying that you should really have won that game? You're unlucky not to win that game.
Yeah, we want it. We want it. We need it. We need to win this match. I'm saying that we deserve. I think that the match was really equal, similar. They use the tools they have. We use our tools, but we create the best opportunities. This is very clear. We don't concede very, very clear opportunity. So if some team could use well the opportunities, it's our team. But I think the draw, I think is fair. The draw is fair. Yeah.
What's the injury to Sebastian Prudel?
I think it's a muscle. It's normal. It's a long time ago. He didn't play like 90 minutes. It's much pressure. Yeah, I think it's in the muscle. Yeah, in the back of the muscle. Yeah, in the leg. Yeah.
Does it look a serious injury?
I'm not sure, because in this kind of injuries, you know, that you have to wait like 2-3 days and then to analyze well the matches. They will say.
And Etienne Capoue wasn't in the team or on the bench. What was the situation with him? I know he was here. He was sat in the stand.
About who? No?
Etienne Capoue.
Yeah. He has problems with the back during full week. He just trained one day. He a lot of pains in the back. She's very interesting. It's very good play for us, you know. Today there is a moment when you have just one player in the middle. This play should be enough, or it should be really confidence with the ball, or even powerful physically. And so we put too much pressure over the Doucouré in the second half. I understand fans and understand everything, but we put a lot of pressure because he need to regain balls. Also, he need to play like a unique midfielder center. But the change when we changed one center defender for us, we lost the opportunity to refresh a little bit in the middle and give some support for Doucouré. But sometimes things coming like this, you need to accept.
And what's the plan now? You've obviously got an international break. How do you set out your schedule?
For me, the best thing it would be to stay here, everyone, to train, to take this kind of 2 weeks very good, to train a lot and to try to understand a lot of things. But when you have this kind of a squad with a lot of nationalities, you know what happened. All of them disappear, they come 1 week later, 10 days later, and then you need to prepare the next match against in 4 days or 5 days. Anyway, this is the program we know before to come here, so we need to accept. So this is what we do.
Are you treating it almost as like a mini pre-season to really get to grips with?
No, because we have many players they leave, so it's not like a pre-season. Well, we will use this week like 3 days to train well, but some places they will leave. So and then when they come the next week, we will use the best way we can. Yeah.